We're still, like I said before, we're still in that early phases. Having an event that I need lots of characters for the high level and high gear, it's going to take me forever to get there. You know, that they need to hook me now. That the only thing that's going to hook me now is faster progression and higher drop rates.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into this week's edition, the being recorded on April 9th, 2020, of Lego The Escape Pod Cast. Neil, how are you doing this week, buddy?
No, not too bad, not too bad. It's been a very eventful week, I think. Anyway, it's been a good week across the board. All games, all shapes and sizes. It's all good. Lots of fun.
I mean, for all the games that you and I play and cover, I mean, Runes of Magic is doing some goofy thing with bunnies.
Yes, I've not been in there yet. They've started their Easter one early, so yeah, that's an interesting one. That I need to get in there. I can't remember what they have done previous good events, but the rewards you got to go out and do loads of questing and stuff like that to get the materials to get the good stuff.
Hey. As long as you get XP from doing those quests,
yeah,
I mean,
you do get the XP as well, which helps. I need to spend some time in there. Desperately need to spend some time in there.
Well, we do have the day off tomorrow, so
yes, we do. Well, no. You have the day off. I definitely don't have the day off. I've got lots of stuff to do tomorrow. I've got a house to clean tomorrow.
House to clean.
Yeah.
Show to edit up.
I've got a house to clean, a show to edit. I've got commercials to make. So yeah, very busy day for me, mate. Very busy day. And then I've got a lamb madras to make. A lamb madras curry. Go. So yeah, busy day. Busy day for me tomorrow.
Well, as you see down in a new little scroll area, we are on our push for 1,000. As of the day we recorded this, we eclipsed 800. So we are 80% of the way there.
Yay!
Yes. Mm-hmm. Continue to push, guys. We will have something for you Lego fans. Once we hit 1,000, we will think of doing something nice for you guys as well. So spread the word. Hit the like button. Or not like button. Hit the subscribe button.
Yes.
And push us to 1,000. We'll be doing a lot of stuff, including, and it honestly is the coup d'etat of all of this, is that you will be cutting your hair for the Little Princess Foundation, and donating it. So we will have short hair Nev to go along with babyface Nev.
Oh yeah.
So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. This week was absolutely jam-packed with stuff in the world of Lego Legacy Heroes Unboxed. On Tuesday, we got a huge, as you see over on the side here, or on the side there, we had a huge patch notes. Honestly, it was an update. It's basically running down what's coming in this update. The three things, and before we get into this update, honestly, Neil, you're still struggling a little bit with this.
No, I'm not struggling.
Well,
I'm just not playing as much. I've gone completely and utterly casual. I've gone completely and utterly casual. I am a casual player of this. That I have not set any goals. There's nothing. There's no burning desire for a faction or a character or a squad. There is. I'm just 100%. It's just the characters just all. But I mean, I know you like your Lego and you're a Lego aficionado. I don't know any of these characters. I have no links to any of these characters. None of these characters have got any kind of emotional ties to me whatsoever. There's nothing. I look at one Lego figurine and it means nothing to me, more or less than the next figurine or the figurine after that or the figure after that. They're all the same to me.
This one means nothing more to you than this one?
No, It doesn't. It really, really doesn't. Not in the
even though
not in the
even though it's me.
even though it's you. Yes, but you're not going to be in the game. They're not going to put Lego minifig you in the game, are they?
All right, Abo, we need you to prove him wrong.
Prove me wrong. Put Paul in the game. But I'm not invested in any character whatsoever. It just I was expecting some more stuff to come along soon, but the next new character, it's like it's just a cat. It's another character I know nothing about. I don't know anything about them, so I'm just going casual because I'm just the two things that pushed me into just going completely and utterly casual were no connection whatsoever to the characters, no connection whatsoever to the characters or the IP of the characters, and the farming, the drop rates on farming, it's just ridiculous. Just yeah. So, I mean, if the drop rates were better, then maybe I'd stay. But when you make 30 attempts at something and you don't make double digits like ever, you spend 30 to 40 attempts trying to farm something and you don't even hit double. Yeah, it's just too much. Way too much. There are games that are out there where I don't have to kill myself, with time to try and farm something, and so I'm just going to farm like through the characters that I've got and star them up as they come along. No big push for anything, no big push for anyone, and I think that that kind of makes me more impartial about the game. If something comes out and it interests me, it's really going to interest me. If something comes out and it doesn't interest me, well then I just won't do it, will I?
Well, for me, I'm the absolute opposite on here. I just got Spaceman Reed to 5 stars.
Nice one.
I've got Captain Redbeard, Spooky, Hiker, and Zombie at 4. I've got Princess Argenta 14 tiles away from going to 4. My arena team, at this point, I've just hit level 40. My arena team right now is Spaceman, Redbeards, Hiker, Spooky, and Argenta.
Mm-hmm.
So Argenta is the main focus that I'm going after now. I'm happy that I'm at 40. That means I'm 10 away from the current level cap. And once I'm there, it's all about, farming the characters. Now, the drop rates, as you have said, I am going to add that I have seen the drop rates be absolutely craptastic as well. In my opinion, that does need a fix.
I'm just thinking from a pure free-to-play point of view that isn't invested in this IP. It's if I'm struggling to maintain interest in a game like this, then other people like me will be waning. The Lego game does have some very, very, very strong competition out there at the moment, and I think that what they could do. What they need to do is they need to entice me back. They really, really need to retain me because or it's not a game that cares about free to play.
All right. Well, here's where I think that you very well may be enticed back.
Okay, so let's go through this stuff then.
Yeah, let's go through this stuff. So Lego Legacy Heroes Unboxed Guild Dailies Update. So they said that citizens of Piptown, it's been a long wait. We're currently giving the final touches to the next update, and we're pumped to announce brickloads of improvements and all new content. Mm-hmm. You like that word? We
like that word, but unfortunately that word means very little to content creators. The word content from gaming devs, Don't tell us you're bringing content. Show us. Do it. Don't say you're going to do it. Just do it. Okay? Because what you call content, we might not necessarily think of. So give us something. We'll decide if it's content or not.
All right. Well, I do think that you are going to think that it is content. So here it is. Guild daily quests. Guild currency was very, very difficult to get.
No, it wasn't difficult. It was they never gave it out enough, and they didn't give it out in decent sizes, which meant it was a grind farming whatever you wanted to farm from the guild.
If you didn't have a character being borrowed, or you didn't play the missions yourself, you never gave anybody guild currency, and you never received guild currency because you have to borrow a fig in order to gain currency for using a fig.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they said guild currency was too rare and more guild activities were needed. So focus on the quest of the day with your guildmates and get a lot more guild currency per day.
We'll see. We shall see. You know, I'm not having a pop at the people that make this game at all. I'm just saying other games have made us very, very cynical. So when they use words like "here comes content" and a lot more guild currency,
well,
these things can mean anything. So the proof is in the pudding. Proof is in. I'm going to be skeptical until I actually see cheddar.
Well, we've got more here. We've got more. So, favorite heroes. We're going to be able to favorite characters.
That's a good QOL thing. That's always a good.
So
QOL.
You know that every single space person that I currently am farming is going to get that little love.
Yeah, until you can farm them, yeah, it will do.
Yeah. And then event preview. You're going to be able to see these events coming up. You're going to be able to see the things that they're rolling out coming up, what you're going to need for them in advance.
Oh, that's great. I mean, the event preview is good for those people that want to, you know, really, really invest in the event. I'm not that fussed. I like I said before, an event preview is like, oh, you know, you can go for this character if you collect this, this, and this character. And I'm thinking to myself, that's not me. I don't want to go for those 5 characters in order for an event, but it's useful information for people that do.
Right. So now, Neil, I may have asked you this in a previous episode, but was there ever any little Lego set that you played with? I mean, everybody knows.
No, there was no Lego set. I never had. I didn't have Lego sets. I had lots and lots and lots of generic Lego with generic Lego figurines and generic Lego blocks, and I would just make random stuff. It was just It was a big square bucket with lots of pieces of Lego in. No Lego sets, no pirates, no city, no fireman, no policeman. I didn't get a nice, neat, brand new piece, Lego set in a box gifted to me. I got secondhand Lego in a great big massive box. That was my Lego as a child. But I've never ever received, nor have I ever purchased a Lego set that comes in a box that you construct. The only time I ever did that was Lego Ninjago, and it was a gift for my daughter, and I helped her put that together.
Okay, so Ninjago might hit that little spot for you.
The Lego Ninjago hits a very, very small spot for me because my youngest daughter was into Lego Ninjago for a short period in her life, and we would watch. I would end up watching the cartoons with her. That's why it's the only thing in this game that I know about. Everything else I don't. It's like, so I see the Lego Ninjago. It's like, oh yeah, wow, yeah. I used to watch that. Yeah, that's good. So it's an IP I recognize. Don't recognize anything else. Therefore, I have nothing. There's no attachment. I've tried to work and build up an attachment on them, but nothing inspires me about these characters at all. So, except for the Lego Ninjago stuff. So, and that's why if they started bringing in TV shows, if they brought in the characters from the Lego Movie, ping. They bring in Lego characters from other IP. Ping, I'm in. I'm there. I'm just like, yes, I like that. I want that. A Lego figurine in a random costume means nothing to me. There's no draw there. There's no draw.
Okay, so for me, costumed heroes, or what is it? Costumed hero? Yeah, costumed is a tagline or is one of the tags, being a series minifig collector that I absolutely loved.
Yeah.
seeing Chicken Suit Guy, seeing Cactus Girl, seeing Hot Dog Man, seeing Yeti.
That is so freaky that you said the Yeti, and the notification came up on my phone that Yeti's just gone live on Twitch.
It came up on my phone too. Hello, Yeti, if you're tuning in, going, hey.
Yeah.
But seeing all the ones that, in fact, during the break, I'm going to see if I can pull out a collection of the little minifigs that I have.
Okay. And you've got to understand that this is not me. I'm not casting any aspersions. I'm not being nasty about the game. I'm just simply saying, I mean, there are people out there that have never read Harry Potter, so they have no attachment. So if they were to bring Harry Potter the Harry Potter Lego figurines, Warner Brothers stuff in, I'd be like, yeah, okay. Now I know what I want to collect. I want to go for the Harry Potters. Okay, other people might be like, don't care. So that's all I'm saying is Lego has the potential, and at the moment, all they're doing is peddling stuff that means very, very little to me. That may change in the future, and I really, really hope it does. But right now, everything that they're adding to the game isn't an extra pull. The characters need to pull me in, and then everything else is peripheral. So that's why I'm going casual, mate.
All right, so let's
scroll further down.
Let's scroll further down, and you said, what about content? Because content creators and devs have two different definitions of content. So they answer it here. Scarlet the Buccaneer is about to do an unboxed event. Just like Spooky Girl, just like Zombie, like we've seen those.
Yep.
Scarlet the Buccaneer is going to be unboxed. Then we have the Yeti Brick Space event, which apparently this is a totally different event that you and I haven't seen.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, we only joined in that. So that is content according to you and I. Then we get Hank the Castaway, another pirate, another buccaneer, that we're getting for unboxing. And then they say, followed by a new Brickspace event, unveiling 2 new Imperial minifigs together.
Yeah, this is the Tierneys.
The Tierneys, Governor and Lay. Yes. And then they're going to say, time to pick a side, Buccaneers or Imperials. So they're giving us pirates, and then they're going, which pirates? I like that. I like that. So that'd be like going in and let's give this a comparison to our to Star Wars for a moment. That's like they went in and they said, okay, let's give you Sith. All right, and now prequel or original trilogy?
Yeah. That analogy will work.
Yeah. So, and we're also getting new sets, which I love. I have to really, really hand it to the marketing department here. I forget his name right now. I'll get it later. But the fire station set number 374. That's a 3-digit number, Neil.
Yeah.
That means that it's a older set. Okay. We're getting the fire station. We're getting Magisto's Tower. We're getting the El Dorado Fortress. We're getting the Ice Station Odyssey. I know I could probably throw 7 different words together and you'd be like, oh, okay. But these sets, I mean, the fact is, for those who are fans of Lego itself, the fact that they are basing all of their sets upon actual buildable items, I think is just, I think it's ingenious for the AFOLs in our lives, for the kids that are playing this. The fact that it's a product tie-in, which not all of this product is necessarily still even available, Neil.
Mm-hmm.
This is a way to pique that nostalgia for AFOLs, or to get kids interested in what could come from those types of characters next. Like Buccaneer Bay is coming out. I think this is called Buccaneer Bay. And it's coming out soon after a Lego Ideas. It inspired somebody to make a set and post it on Lego Ideas, and it is being made into an official Lego set. And that, the master builders of Lego Ideas and the people that love to do MOCs, or my own creations, or mocks, it fuels them and inspires them. And that's what I like about this game.
Okay, so lots of so 1, 2, 3, 4 new sets.
4 new sets.
4 new sets.
Top of
there's a lot of sets already existing. I mean, I've got 4. I think I've got 4 sets. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then also, I think it was in here. Let's see.
Also worth mentioning, Ninjago. What is it? Reworks and balance.
Yeah, they're saying. Well, I'm getting to that. Just scrolling down a little bit ahead here. I don't see it, but I know Ninjago is going to be getting a set, and who knows? It might be that set that you bought for your daughter so many years ago.
No, it was a great big 6-wheeled vehicle. It was a huge 6-wheeled vehicle. Probably one of the last images I shared on Facebook, actually.
Neil, the Spy Track, which is a 6-wheeled vehicle for the space crew.
I'll have to find the image.
Is in the game.
I'll have to find the image, and I'll post it in Discord. I'll find the image of what it was that I did, and I'll post it in Discord so that people can come and find out exactly what Lego Ninjago vehicle I'm talking about, because it was huge. It was huge. Took us hours. Took me and my little one absolutely forever to do. I think it was a 5th. It was either a 5th or a 6th birthday.
Well,
many moons ago. I'll have to ask.
That's still quite awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But then they also get into reworks and balance.
Yes.
And there was such a change in the kits that they had to release a 5-page let's see, just 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they released a 5-page PDF about the Ninjago reworks.
Mm-hmm.
I really encourage people to go to the website for the Discord, or to go to the Discord channel for this game, because you'll be able to see how something, for example, if Master Wu is an active hero, Zane also has his attack increased by 25%, has been removed. So they're talking about Zane. They're talking about everybody. The 5 Ninjago: Kai in stone armor, Lloyd possessed, Master Wu, Naya in possession, and Zane in stone armor. Those guys have been changed to a degree that they linked to a PDF. I know I just said that, but this is huge.
Nerf
Took the time to explain everything in layman's terms, Neil.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting you to click on it and show everybody on the screen, because we're doing screen capture instead of window capture.
Yes, we are.
But it's great. They just they're balancing things out, and we are 2 months into this game.
We're not far off. I think we're close.
Yeah,
I think we are. Relatively certain we're pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah, and they said even if we already reduced the dodge stat in the past, we agree that some heroes still dodge more than we'd like.
Mm.
they're redoing dodge as well.
Well, dodge retake is it's a lot of moving. Dodge stat reduced and dodge up values decreased. It's a nerf. I mean, I get sometimes certain stats and certain boosts can, be way over the top for certain characters. So you can have two characters that you think are relatively equal, but they've just got an unnatural dodge stat or a dodge up value, and that gives them something extra over the stats of other characters. So I understand that, but the problem with nerfing and the problem with changing stats like that, especially since the game has been going on for a couple of months, is people may have wailed, people may have spent resources on those characters specifically for those stats. So it annoys you as a player if you invest the time and the resources within the game on characters that are now being nerfed. And you can justify the nerf all you want, but there is always going to be a segment of the community that has spent the time and the resources maximizing characters with those stats that you're about to nerf.
I absolutely see that. But guys, anybody that's in that boat, anybody that's in the boat that says, oh, hey, I spent money on this and you shouldn't change it. If you want your game that you're pouring all this money in to continue to have free-to-play people, don't alienate the free-to-play player base. Now, they're going to come back and say, well, stop alienate the whales. Guys, find a balance. Don't be all about you, black and white. I just got covered up on my screen.
What?
Whatever you're
my goodness.
Up here. The PDF that you pulled up to take a look at has covered us.
That was not supposed to happen. Hang on a minute. Okay,
but that's
just
okay.
Get rid of that. Okay, we're back to normal now. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. I don't know where it did. We're gonna leave it because, guys,
I'm just trying to get. I just wanted to see if I could bring it up, but
you have some of your Discord. There you go. Now it's gone.
Now it's gone. Yeah.
But no, I mean,
I'm just trying to do things, but it's difficult.
Stop being. If you want this game, and I'm going to explain it this way: if you want this game to live, don't make it all about you. Make it all about, okay, I want fair play in the game that I pay for. Am I wrong, Neil?
No, you're not wrong. There's nothing wrong with it being fair. But fair is a subjective term. So what's fair to you is not fair to someone that has just spent the last 2 months pumping all of their time and effort into characters that are about to be nerfed. It's their prerogative to be annoyed, upset, and complain. No matter how fair you think the changes to the game are.
There's going to be things that make me happy. There's going to be things that make me upset.
I'm just pointing them out. I'm just pointing them out. I'm just being the devil's advocate and saying these are issues that aren't just going to go away.
When they finally release 1980-something spaceman, also known as Benny, when they finally release him, and he becomes the most powerful character in the game. And I'm sitting here without Castle and Pirate because I am going all space. Am I going to sit here and complain, or am I going to rejoice? Right now, they're making Ninjago a little bit less. They're in some areas, but boosting them in others. They are this. I've seen from Gameloft a lot of give and take at the same time with good explanation, and that I like.
Yeah, no, and which is why I'm not slandering them. I'm not slamming them. I'm. There is a lot of credit everything that they are doing is good for the game at this early stage. I'm simply pointing out that there are going to be people that complain for the reasons I've specified. They can explain themselves and be really, really transparent, and that's great. And that's what we're getting. You know, we're making these changes and we're being transparent about those changes. But changes and transparency still, you know, they don't stop people from being frustrated or annoyed with those changes and that transparency, because they've invested in something that they thought was, you know, going to be all powerful, you know, and it was going to cement their status as, you know, top dogs in arenas and stuff like that. And now all of a sudden it's like, yeah, well, we're kind of going to take a little bit of power away from that character. It's like, oh, thanks, cheers for that.
Okay, well, get this. They also mentioned where they're reordering some of the stuff. You can scroll down here and join me.
Okay, I will scroll down.
Yep, mission loot reorders. So we have Kai, who's being, you know, I don't remember exactly where everybody's farmable from, but I can speak for one of them. They're moving Kai from 3 hard 3 to 5 hard 3.
Yeah.
They're moving Dragon Master Barnabas from Glyph Hunt 3 hard 4, and they're adding him to Glyph Hunt 5 hard 1. Now, I know that he is farmable in a different spot, so they're just making him later accessible once you've gotten to those levels.
Yeah. Because I could access him and now I can't.
Yeah. Well, Guarded In is being taken from back here at 5 hard 1, where Barnabas was, and they're sliding him to where Kai was. So they're giving you sets earlier in the standard missions. The red and blue, not the mashup, but the red and the blue, the builders and the explorers. So Lighthouse has been moved forward. Arctic Explorer has been moved slightly forward. Naya was removed from early and put in late. Pirate Princess Argenta was moved from early and moved to late. Raft Raiders moved up. Spy Trek moved up. Jester Go-Go gone from Monolith Waste. You cannot spend your mashup energy, mashup campaign energy to get Go-Go. He is now only in a hard node under Piptown United.
Oh, for God's
so they've removed one spot from Jester Go-Go, but he was a little still difficult to get to. And then Chef was put in his spot. What are you playing with over there?
I was trying something and it didn't work. I've just been trying to get that PDF up, but it's not playing. That's it. I'm not trying anymore.
It's okay.
I'm done. I'm not trying anymore. So okay. So the mission loot reorders, that's taking stuff that's easy to get now and making it harder to get, or taking it away from people that can get it now and putting it in at a level where they can't get it, because that would be me. So I can now no longer farm for Kai, Dragon Master Barnabas, Naya, or Princess Argenta. I can't farm, and I could farm for them before. Now I can't farm for any of them.
Okay, hang on. I believe. Let me look at this. Dragon Master Barnabas. It won't let me find his tiles without spending the money to star him up. Hang on, because he's on the block ready to go. Okay, so he is at 4-6 and at 3-4.
3-4.
So 4-6 is level 28. 3-4 is 24. So it's not too far off in your future. You should be able to get to him, especially because he's a Glyph Hunt character. He's the one that you get the most the more powerful characters for. It's the one that has healers. So I think you're going to be fine.
Yeah, but I'm not doing any of those levels at the moment. I haven't moved forward in the levels for over a week because I have to spend every scrap of energy that I've got on farming because the drop rates are so low. So I'm not, so all of those, so every single one of those ones that's on that list, and now I can't access. I mean, I wasn't farming for Naya anyway because she's not that good, but I was farming for Kai, so I'm a little a little bit gutted because most of my energy goes into the guy, the camp guy that plays the guitar.
Hiker.
Most, in fact, everything goes in Hiker and Red Benny.
Neil, that's what I've been doing.
Yeah, everything goes on them.
That's absolutely what I've been doing. I'm at 55 to 75 for Hiker. I'm at 1 of 100 towards 6-star on Spaceman Reed. So, I can understand putting all your energy into Hiker.
Yeah.
At the rate that you play this, you play this for 1 hour.
Yeah. No. It's not 1 hour a day now. It's a few times a week. It's 3 or 4 times a week now.
Well, then that's why you're not advancing as fast.
Oh yeah, no. I've cut it right back to a few times a week because I didn't like wasting an hour a day because I wasn't getting anywhere at an hour a day. So I figured, yeah, okay, I'll just play a few times. If it's going to go slow, it's going to go slow at my pace, not at the game's pace, but at my pace. That's why I switched to being more casual.
You feel you weren't getting the reward that.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. I wasn't getting anything. So I figured I'm not going to waste an hour a day. I will play it. I will play it slowly, and I will play it at my pace, not the game's pace. So I wasn't happy with what I was getting for 1 hour a day. And I'm not prepared to give it more than 1 hour a day. So I either continue giving it 1 hour a day, and I'm not happy with the return, or I play at a time scale that is happy with me because I don't expect to get anything or do any major progression. I'll get maybe a dozen or so slides a week, maybe if I'm lucky. So literally very, very, very slow eking it out, but because I'm hardly playing it, it's to be expected.
It goes even slower.
Yeah. But I'm not bothered because I'm not bothered. It'll just take a lot longer, which is why I'm not that fussed about new events and new characters. There's nothing at the moment. There's nothing happening fundamentally with the game. That's going to bring me back to an hour a day.
I think that the guild event stuff is going to change that.
I think the guild event stuff, if it's good and if the rewards are good, it'll bring me back for a daily. But it'll bring me back for a daily play. But right now, there's nothing that makes me want to play every single day. That might change as a result of the guild stuff.
And then I think Brickspedition is going to do the same. Now we'll get into that when we get into the Q&A in a moment here.
Yeah.
They changed the event Bad Tour, where you got the set pieces. You only get Raft Raiders from Battle 1. You only get Guarded In from Battle 2. You only get Lighthouse from 3. You only get Spy Track from 4. So you could choose where you're going at. Raft Raiders at Guarded In, that's your pirate, that's your castle. If you wanted to go for city or space, city is your lighthouse point, space is your spy track. So it had its reasons.
Yeah.
That they limited it to whatever you want. Now, they also changed some stuff in the mashup shop.
Yes, they did.
We won't get into that. Bug fixes. The set abilities are not going to be stuck at level 1 in Arena. Trips to and from Brick Finder will be smoother because when you exit, you'll return back to the gear you were working on.
That's
Redbeard
nice.
will no longer attack you in assisting a bad guy. which that's good. Magisto's passive bug was fixed. An empty maintenance pop-up would appear on some devices. They fixed that. And scrolling through your list of heroes and sets from the loadout is now more convenient. The list no longer resets each time you pick one.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, and all this is coming out. The first question that was answered in the Q&A, when is the update coming? And they said next week. More from the Q&A coming up right after this word from our very own Lego Llama. Hit the button, Neil.
Hey there, Legacy Heroes. Did you know the Escape Pod cast is on social media? In addition to YouTube, we're on Facebook and Twitter. Give us a like and a follow to stay up to date on what's new in-game, in the Escape Pod, plus updates on that other space game. The links are down in the description below and on our Discord server in the Show Links channel.
And welcome back to this episode of Lego Legacy Heroes Unboxed, the Escape Pod cast. And so Neil, during that break, I went and I got my Back to the Future box, which contains all my minifigs. Now, I went through them, and just as I said,
yeah,
I've got myself a chicken soup guy. I've got myself a hot dog man.
Hot dog man, yeah.
We haven't seen this guy yet, but I've got a pig. We have Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Gingerbread Man. Elf. Which they got to do during a Christmas thing.
Yeah. Christmas.
They got to put out the Christmas ones. And also, one of my pride and joy.
Ghost.
A ghost.
Well, you know, they might bring those. I mean, if they bring, see, that's just it. You know, they bring those figures in, and you're like all excited, and you're like a kid in a candy store. And to me, they bring those characters in, and it's like, yeah.
All right. So the set that had Hot Dog Man also had a king. It had a hobgoblin. It had a unicorn girl. It had a pharaoh. And guess what, Neil?
What?
This thing is sealed.
Oh, are you going to do an opening in the show?
I'm going to do...
Oh, that'd be cool.
I'm going to do a polybag opening right here on the show. Because this was one of the ones... I don't know why I saved it. So you're going to hear some crickling and crackling here. You know what? Look what I was just saved by. So, we're going to nice cut across. Oh, that was always the problem with the poly bags. This is what I laughed at. I cut right where it said to cut at. I don't know if you can see the scissors, and it still is sealed.
Yeah.
So I got to cut.
So you got to cut again.
Bit. I got to cut again. So item 6100799 was the poly bags. So one of the things I'm going to do here, you could collect and win. You had a chance at winning some. Here, I'm gonna.
What did you get then? Show us what you got. Which character?
I don't even think this is still going. But one of the things that they did with the minifigures is they allowed you to see all of the minifigures that you could get. This is where they're going. This is what they're bringing. You know, these minifigures are what people are what they're able to pull from, and this is Series 13, Neil.
Right.
So, anyway. Well,
What is it? It's another hot dog guy, is it?
I've got another hot dog guy. That's why I had it still stored. I still have another hot dog guy. So real quick, we'll put his legs on. We'll put his body on. Uh-oh, body's backwards. Body backwards. And then he's going to smile at me. And then we place the hot dog costume on his head, and there you go.
Yeah, there we go. Hot dog guy.
You got a hot dog man. All right. That was fun to unbag.
Yeah, that was fun.
To open up a poly bag.
Would have been cool if you got something like super duper uber rare that was worth like £1 gazillion on eBay. That would have been fun.
Series. I'm just gonna look this up while we're live. eBay. Series 13 hot dog man.
What's it worth?
$11.
What? No, that can't be right.
Yeah.
$11 on eBay?
Yep. $11 for a hot dog man.
Get him sold. Seriously, get him sold. Get him on eBay. You've got one already. You don't need two.
Well, they're for what do you call it? Those are sealed because people were like me and were able to feel it out.
All right, so someone felt it out. So it's $11 for a sealed one.
Yeah,
so you knew what was in that bag before you opened it in front of everybody.
Because I knew how to feel the bags.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
I knew how to feel the bags, but I thought you'd enjoy the fact that I unbagged a hot dog man.
You can't do that with the Minecraft one because the Minecraft ones come in boxes. The Minecraft minifigs, you can't do that with them. My little girls used to. Now that would be interesting. That would be funny. Is there a Minecraft / Lego crossover and anything?
Yes.
Yeah. See, Minecraft.
Yes.
Minecraft would work. You know, Lego Steve, Lego Zombie, Lego Creeper. You know,
they have them.
That would work. They could definitely do it. They could definitely do that. That would pique my interest. I would definitely go for Minecraft characters.
By the way, there is a Series 16 banana guy.
Okay. You and your bananas.
Hey, Run DMV, who's a really good friend of the show, you know, we love playing our Fortnite with the banana guy.
Yeah, you and Run DMV do have a thing for bananas. I don't get it. I don't get it personally, but okay. So let's get stuck into this Q&A then.
All right. So, you know, I didn't want you to bring it up because as of the recording of this show, they were going to consolidate everything into announcements. But as of the recording of this show, they have yet to do that. Mm-hmm. Because there was just so much. There was also a lot of talk going on. Their Discord server is amazingly friendly.
Yes, it is.
So, anyway, when Abix went in there, he said, I guess it's fair to start with when is the update coming. We're done with the bugs on the updates. We hope it's live next week. So we should be getting all these updates next week, Neil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's good news.
When are we getting other intellectual properties? And they said, still can't say, but I could say that they're working on a deal right now. So
see, that's too abstract for me. That is far too abstract for me.
Well,
because we don't know what IP it is that they might be working on a deal for.
They can't legally say.
Oh, I know they can't legally say, which is why they should just be more strict. It's like, look, we can't make any promises right now. We do not have permission to use any other IP. We like to, but right now there is nothing coming to the game. Instead of we might. It's too abstract.
That's what you just said, though.
Huh?
You said we can't say anything right now. That's what they said. Still can't say.
But it'd be nice. It would be nice. You know, people want other IPs in here, don't they? That's what we all want. We want more recognizable Lego IPs.
So people said guild chat. In their response, for child safety, we won't have a full chat, but they're currently working on building a guild wall feature that lets you get info about your guild.
Mm-hmm.
They'll start small, and they'll increase the abilities to do messages.
Mm-hmm. So no, I just sorry, it just made me, the reason the reason they gave for not doing it just made me giggle a little. That was all.
Well, I mean, I can totally understand. Hi, I'm an AFL.
Yeah, no, the whole kids thing. Showing concern for kids.
It's a good
just
thing.
made it just no, and it made me giggle because that they care about kids in one way, but not in another. Not when it hurts. Not when it hurts their pockets.
Because in your view, the whole
gambling mechanic.
Yeah, the gambling mechanic.
Yeah, and which I've said it's fine to have it in there, right? It's fine to have it in there, but if you're going to use the kids as an excuse for not doing one thing in the game, then you've got to use it throughout the entire game, and they're not saying, right, we're not going to have gambling mechanics in this game because it's not good for kids to know about gambling mechanics.
Okay, I'm going to play devil's. I'm going to play devil's advocate to you here.
Sure.
In order to make a game for kids that adults also enjoy playing, and if adults want to spend money to get something more, allow them to. But then they're going to alienate the kids. But if a parent, and if you're raising your kids right, and the child asks, then you're doing it right. So, for responsible parents, it shouldn't limit other. They shouldn't limit.
You're saying the responsibility is on the parents.
The responsibility is on the parents.
Yeah, no. Well, so why isn't the responsibility on the parents to make sure that they're monitoring the content of the chat that their kids read? See, there's no excuse, which is why there's no excuse for the game loft to say we're not going to bring this feature in for the kids. If it's personal, if it's family responsibility for the in-game gambling, and I'm willing to concede and accept that as a valid argument, then the same argument must be used for the chat in guild. It's the responsibility of the parents to be monitoring their child, what they spend, making them ask to avoid the whole gambling thing. Exactly the same with chat. If you're in a guild, honey, that's not a problem, but I want to be making sure that I'm seeing the chat that is going on amongst you and the people in your guild. But the game's not doing that. They're not saying, oh no, this area doesn't need this area doesn't need parent responsibility. We're just going to stop it.
Okay. Here's another thing. Anybody can say anything to, I could go to the mall, and I am not going to do this. But I could go to the mall, walk into the Lego store, and yell a swear word.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll ask me to leave.
Yeah.
I'll be kicked out and probably told to not come back.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can control. You can't literally control that. But you can control whether I go into a Lego store and I plop down my credit card. Mm-hmm. So they're safeguarding the kids from people that just want to go into a chat and yell an expletive, and then the kid goes to the mother and says, Mom, what does this mean? Instead of, Mom, can I have your fingerprint so iTunes can authorize this transaction? There is a difference.
Well, no, not really. There isn't. It's still, you extend the same reason to the exact same issue, or it's picking and choosing. It's you're all in or not in. Not we'll have those rules for some areas over there, but we're not going to incorporate them for that area of the game. And I just, it's one or, like I said, it's all in or not.
One that can be gated by a parent and one that cannot. I mean, I could go and look at my son, look at my son's phone to see what people are saying in chat if I wanted to. But in order to spend money, they have to talk to me. by Lego it could be Lego, it could be Gameloft saying we don't want chat enabled toward with the possibility of a child around. It's the same risk you take with a Discord server. It's the same risk that you take with any online chat room.
Yeah. And any online chat room that your kids are on, it is the parents' responsibility to be there to monitor them at whatever level they want to monitor them at. But simply saying we're not going to do it because of the kids, so that you would be excusing any site that does any chat whatsoever from doing that completely across the board. And that wouldn't be good, would it? You can't limit, you can't just, every website in the world can't just say, yeah, no, because the kids were just, no kids, we're not going to have that type of chat for that. But
they assume the responsibility of it.
I'm just saying that, if using, if using the parents need to be there to monitor kids' use as a reason for not doing something, then you need to extend that across all areas of the game, not pick and choose. That's all. That's all my argument is regarding that.
I think we're going to have to agree to disagree on this, Neil.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Somebody asked about raids, and they said we already are actively working on raids, both in design and in art. Since they're the whole raid thing for developers can be a beast, and they're already in mid-April. They said it will take time for it to be polished, and we expect them as soon as possible in the second half of the year.
Yeah.
So they're not going quarters like Electronic Arts or anything like that.
I mean, the parent company will be going in quarters, but they might not. They as developers might not necessarily be going in quarters.
And I'm loving it. I absolutely am loving it. Now, Neil, this one made me sad.
Did it? Okay, something that makes you sad. Oh wow. Okay. Let's see if it affects me. Okay, so everybody zoom in on my face. Zoom in on my face.
It will affect you.
Okay.
Somebody asked, will we be getting Lego movie characters? As of right now, they're not on our schedule. They are on the wish list, but it's an IP that would have to negotiate many, many contracts, was the answer.
Okay. Which I still don't quite get or believe, because there are many, many Lego games out there with game developers, and you could simply go to that game developer and say, you want to share the license with us, because there are lots of Lego games out there that aren't this game.
I don't think that Telltale Games is too happy that other people are making Lego games right now.
So, well, they've got a license. That there are various different developers out there that have various different licenses to use various different types of Lego characters. Maybe it's time they brought all those licenses under one roof, and then they could all make a little bit of money out of it. Instead of different licenses. I mean, can you remember what Marvel was like before Disney brought it together under the MCU? It was all over the place. I mean, literally, it was all over the place. Sony were the only people that made decent Marvel movies, and that was through the Spider-Man and the Spider-Verse. The 20th Century Fox ones, the X-Men ones, were horrendous. They were awful. I mean, the only decent character was Wolverine. So when you've got franchises all over the place. Well, when you've got a franchise split between multiple different content developers, it just doesn't gel. So maybe Gameloft needs to speak to these other game developers that have licenses for specific characters and say, look, let's do a bit of cross-pollination here. We'll give you the license to use the characters that we've got, and we'll use the license. I think that where there's a will, there's a way, and them saying no, that they're not going to be bringing in those characters because it's just too hard to try and get the permissions from those IP owners, when it's probably already in the hands of some other dev from a Lego perspective anyway, just makes me think it's too difficult for them to do now, because they don't want to do it now. They've got a brand new game that they've just rolled out that they really, really need to concentrate on, and I get that. It's it's different, and they need to not drop the ball, and they need to keep their keep their eyes on the game, and really work hard, and they're just not looking into new IP for the game that way.
All right. So that being said, I'm looking straight at the camera when I say this. Warner Brothers, you guys created a movie based on Lego. You are beholden to Lego.
Mm-hmm.
Give Lego Legacy Heroes Unboxed the ability to use your characters at a reasonable and very low licensing fee. Make your money, but don't be a cash cow on it. Give people what they would like, especially in this time of them remembering what companies are doing to entertain others.
Mm-hmm.
There, I've said my piece.
Yep, Lego Movie would be great in this game.
Yeah. Duplo. They said nothing planned in any time soon.
Duplo would be awesome.
No Duplo.
Yes, Duplo. I want Duplo.
Swallow your ice.
I want Duplo. I want Duplo.
You sound like a child asking for Duplo with that ice in your mouth.
I want Duplo. Give me Duplo, please. Brickspedition date. They said,
Brickspedition, yeah. Yeah, their goal now is as soon as they can in May. So next month.
That's not bad. It's not too far away, I guess.
That's not too bad. They we basically take this full month to finish core implementations and big pass of debug issues.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Abix does also want Duplo.
See, that you and me, Abix, you and me, mate. We've got our eyes on the prize. Duplo is the way forward.
Okay, I was going to save this for the very end, but I do have to point this out. Abix really likes you.
Abix really? Oh, right, okay. Well, maybe he won't like me after what I've been saying about the game. But I'm not nasty about the game. I'm just critical about the game. You cannot construe or say anything that I've said is negative. I have not been negative about the game. I've just been critical about it.
But he showed you a lot of love when he posted our video on their Discord server.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to get some. It's nice to get some love from Abix.
So, people asked about, will there be new factions? They're currently focusing on expanding the sub factions, kind of like I said, in the space battles game.
Yeah. They need more space. They need more space characters.
They would be nice, but they're focusing on sub factions like Pioneers.
Well, they're working on they're working on pirates at the moment.
Yeah,
pirates is the thing that they're working on at the moment.
Somebody asked about the principles when they pick minifigures for the game. What tag, what role, what minifigure exists and looks cool, a diversity based on the release year, the gender, the theme, etc., and the ability to make sure that you can actually read it on your screen, unlike the problem I'm having with that Disney game.
Why? What can't you read on the screen?
I will show you sometime soon, but I can't make out what level my opponent is half the time.
Oh, because the writing's so small on your iPhone. On your iPhone, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I have been hearing that. I have been hearing that the fonts. It is a legitimate criticism. It's definitely a legitimate criticism, and I think that that should be hammered home to them. But I have been hearing that some of the font writing is just a little bit too small for just when it's being viewed on the phone. I mean,
yes,
if it's on a tablet or if it's on the PC, it's fine. But when you're on your phone, you don't want to have to be putting the screen up and squinting at it.
Or taking a screenshot and zooming in.
Yeah, you want that nice natural. Just a foot and a half to 2 foot away from your face without having to squint or, like you said, take a screenshot and zoom in. So yeah.
All right. So, somebody asked about custom Lego. Not right now.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody asked about Johnny Thunder. Abex said he's going to be in the game as part of the Brixpeditions.
Oh, nice.
No
idea who that is, but yay.
He's the Lego Indiana Jones.
Oh, he's like, so we're going to get the Lego Indiana Jones before we get Indiana Jones.
Well, Indiana Jones is not owned by Lego.
Yeah.
Okay. But he's not going to be a playable character.
Mm-hmm. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Live PvP. They said it's what they said, definitely not in 2020, but we're aware of it being a popular trend and something that they would like as well. So who knows?
Yeah, too abstract. It's a fluffy answer to a fluffy question. Someone's like, "Are you going to do PvP?" Something that we like, maybe in a year. Yeah, just it would have been better off just saying it's not something we're going to work on, but it is something that we will start work on in the next year. The way that they responded, it kind of leaves it a little bit too open. Like they could work on it now, but it's not likely until next year.
But Neil, wouldn't you rather get them answering questions like this rather than like seriously cherry picking answers that they can give full fluff to?
No, I just wouldn't like any fluff.
I'm fine with some fluff. I'm fine with some little promises that could, things that inspire others to think and possibly, if there was no fluff, Neil, we wouldn't have speculation for our content creators.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, and that's fine. I'm just trying to be consistent with my criticism of Q&As. That's all. I'm just being consistent. The Q&A that we get from the Q&As that we get from other people tend to be fluffy, with abstract answers that don't really give you any substance regarding the question, regarding an answer to the question that was asked. So I'm just holding Gameloft to the same standard that I would hold CG.
Okay, but at the same time, when it comes to the standard, we have, you and I, as content creators and the community that creates content for whatever, and we'll be covering this next week on the original Escape podcast. We're going to have our content creators special too, where we're going to talk about things for content creators aside from the news, and we're going to be talking to a gaming positive content creator named iBlackish. We're going to be talking to him next week.
Happy days.
And it's going to be great.
That doesn't detract in any way from the way that I'm being critical of the Q&A though. Like I said, I'm being equal with the Q&A
to any studio.
To any studio, yes. I mean, look, having been a project manager, for 8 to 9 years, any project has a project plan, and that project plan has milestones, it has prerequisites, and it has post-requisites. Anything that they have planned, for the next 12 months, maybe even 24 months, is in a project plan. It has milestones that need to be achieved in order for that milestone, for that product to be delivered. So anything that they are working on or are planning to work on over the next 12 months will be in a project plan. So if someone asks a question about something that is in that project plan, they can give an answer. If it's not in the project plan, it means they're not working on it. They're not even thinking about it because it's not in the project plan. Okay? So anything that they say, oh, we might do this, that is abstract fluff that has no substantive value whatsoever because it's not something that is in their project plan. It's not something that's on their scope. And that's fine because they have to put in their project plan what they think that they can achieve over that 12 to 24 month period. But saying that they're going to provide us with something that isn't in their project plan means you're getting a fluff, abstract answer. That's what I'm saying. If something is in their project plan, they'll give us a substantial answer. They'll give us an objective answer.
Neil, what if it is in the project plan, but it's so far out that they don't want have people clamoring for it now. Now, that being also said, it is in the project plan, but it's in the soft target and not the hard target. Because you have those hard targets in project planning. You have those soft targets in project planning.
No,
With it being a soft target-
anything that goes into a project plan is something that you are looking to do, not think about. You, if it goes into a project plan, you're going to do it. If you're only thinking about something, you don't put it into a project plan. You put it into a remedial action plan. You put it on a rap sheet. You know, because a rap sheet is what you do before you do a project plan.
But what if they're wanting to talk about that too, because they're being an open studio? They're being open.
And then the question needs to be asked: how are ideas tabled, and how are ideas codified into, you know, a work schedule for Gameloft? And then they give, oh right, okay, so if we have an idea, it goes down on this board, it's on this document, and we'll look at it. Some, you know, that is being transparent, that is being open. You know, what they say is fluff and abstraction. And what I'm saying is, if that may be because the right question isn't being asked. You know, maybe the correct question isn't being asked. When they say something like, oh, well, this might be coming in the year 2021, it's like, right, is that on a document that you're thinking about doing? Is it in a project plan? You know,
as a game player, I don't care if it's on this or that. You know, you had been a project manager. I have not, you know, but I've rough drafted a lot of things, you know, and I put together a bunch of, you know, I don't know what the word is here, but I put together things that I want to make happen, and then they end up happening or they don't end up happening. But, you know, I like to talk to people about it, and I'm glad that at least the studio is doing it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that's great.
So, honestly, Neil, I don't understand. I guess I don't understand your criticism as far as whether or not they're doing the you know, they're doing this a certain project manager way. I think they're honestly just doing. They did this out of the kindness of their own hearts. They could sit there and just read the Discord server and not respond. Yeah. This has been these guys more than Dragon Champions, and rivaling Disney. You know,
you think so? Because but I think both Disney and game. I think the producers of the Disney game and the producers of the Lego game have both been equally communicative when it comes to
rivaling.
Well, you know, when they respond and chat to people in Discord. Devs will go on to live streams of people playing the Disney and the Lego game. So I think their connection to the community is physical. It's there. It's physical, and you can actually see it. It's real. It's not just some. There's nothing there. I mean, like you look at the community in CG. There's nothing there. There's no physical connection between CG and the community. But you look at the game developers for the Disney one and for the Lego one, and there is a physical connection there. You can go on their Discord and have a conversation with a dev. And you can do that with two games. You can't do that with CG. It's physically impossible to do that with CG.
Well, this isn't the Bash CG show. I'm saying that this is rivaling. That's why I use the word this rivals. Those two games right now are rivaling each other.
Yes, they are not rivaling the CG. They're not rivals to CG. They're rivals to themselves. Gameloft and the Disney. That's a big rivalry at the moment. And I say it's a rivalry because there's no competition between the two. Not yet, anyway. Be nice to see some competition. but I'm not holding my breath.
So somebody said, can we get the audio of this Q&A next time? I have an idea.
I'd like to see them do it on a content creator show.
I would too.
There's plenty of us. There's plenty of us available.
So
there's us. There's Bricko. There's Heinzie. There's plenty of content creators that they could come to, isn't there?
There is, and also with that being said, we just ran a interview segment with 4 other people last week on our on the main show. So we know we have the technology.
Oh yeah, if we could get 4 people, 4 individuals all connecting to us on Zoom, yeah, no, we could definitely do something like that.
All right, here's one that was really exciting.
Okay. You look excited.
Well, of course, you can already tell what the topic is, right?
Lego?
Well, space.
Space. The final frontier.
Somebody said more space stuff. And the answer from Little Wooden Boy was, at least currently, we are lining up the context of raids around space.
Oh, nice one. Excellent.
So you'll see more space stuff then.
Excellent. Brilliant. That's good. Okay. I think raids are... I'm not overly concerned about raids at the moment because obviously the game is still in its infancy, and raids is more mid to end game level, and we're still at the beginning level at the moment. But it's good to know that they are thinking ahead to when we get to that intermediate and end game stage for a raid. That's what they should be doing. That's exactly what they should be doing now. Don't rush a raid, but work on it so that once people have got the rosters of 25, once people have beefed up their rosters, because most people have got like maybe 15, between 15 and 20, and for a raid, you want a good 25, 30, 35 characters, and you want them decent in order to be able to do the raid. So it's good to know they're working on it. So
somebody asked about event and minifigure cadence. They're currently building in layers, so that layers of events, so that cadence is a bit more frequent.
Oh, good. That'd be nice.
Yes, but what you really want to know is how often you'll be getting new minifigures. Based on where they're at right now, it's around 2 to 4 per update, which is a bit slower than expected presently. So they're expecting to ramp up minis faster.
Oh, good. Okay. Is that going to be in a marquee way, or is that going to be the way that they did Spooky Girl and Zombie?
They said as for the types, right now they're playing with Unboxed, Spooky Girl and Zombie,
yeah. Which is good because you can get. I mean, if you're at a specific level, you're guaranteed to get a 2-star character. But if you're only just starting out, you're gonna get them unboxed. You're gonna get.
And we're seeing that.
You're gonna get that 1-star. Everybody's gonna get that 1-star, but it's whether or not you're far enough along to be able to pick up that 2nd star. Because in order to get that 2nd star, as well as I that you got to be able to do the following 2 tiers. Because that first tier gets you the unboxing, and then the 2 tiers immediately afterwards gets you the 20 you need to get the 2 stars, doesn't it?
Now you're really loving the Disney game, and I'm going to point this out that I wasn't able to unlock. Elastigirl like you did because I didn't have people at those certain levels.
Oh, right, okay. So you didn't get to level 27 as fast as me, did you?
Exactly. Yeah. I missed out on that character.
You missed out on getting Elastigirl.
They're coming back though. I'm sure, or they're going to be farmable at some point. So I'm not too worried about it.
But it's nice to get that new character at the start so that you can learn about the character and learn if it's something.
But you're gonna get your 1-star, or in the Space Battles game. Remember, you're gonna get a character usually at 3-star and 4 if you pay for it. Now, I'd love for that same metric to be in this game. I would love for that metric to be in this game instead of 1 to 2 star, and then you have to major purchase.
You'd love that metric, wouldn't you? Love a metric that's like that, but half the price. Wouldn't
half
you
the
prefer?
price from here.
Yeah, wouldn't you prefer it if it was half? Wouldn't you prefer it if it was $5 for that extra star, or $2 for that extra star?
If I could get a discount on it, I would still be.
No. I'm not suggesting discount. I'm suggesting actual physical lower price, because all of the games charge the exact same thing, which is not competing. It's a de facto monopoly. It's like, oh, we're all going to charge the exact same price in crystals for the exact same in-game thing, an extra star on a character for the same price. That's not competing. So for Lego to compete, in my eyes, they need to say, well, everybody else is charging $10 for, why don't we just do 5? Or hell, why don't we just do 10? Every time we bring out these new marquee characters, instead of charging 10 to go from 3 to 4 stars, or 10 to go from 2 to 3, why don't we charge $2.50 or $5? Because everybody else wants the same price. That is competing. That is being competitive. But I can see why you would be happy with. I wouldn't. I would be happy for you to get what you just said you wanted at a cheaper metric. Same layout. Exactly the same thing. How you so you do the marquee and you get the stars and you get the tiles based on your natural level progression, but then you can make your purchase. You make your additional purchase for your extra stars. And that's where the competitive edge should be coming in for Gameloft. Gameloft should be wanting to undercut every single other game company out there, instead of matching every single other, and just falling into the de facto monopoly. Because right now the gaming companies have a monopoly on the price of everything that's in game, which is why it's so stupidly expensive. None of them compete with each other, and they should compete with each other. They just don't.
Yeah,
gamers should demand more, demand more competition from their games. I mean, AAA. Why can a AAA game demand $60 for their game straight up? Because they're supposed to be AAA. If they ain't, then they shouldn't be getting $60 for their AAA game status. They should be paying less, and some do. Some other people come in genuinely. It's like, we're AAA, but we're only going to charge $30.
Right. So I mean, you made those exact you made those comments last week as well, and I agree. But
what else is in the QA then? Anything else?
We're focusing on the QA here. We're running long. Somebody asked how long it takes to create a minifigure in the game. They said seriously, it's about 2 months, 3 months, because they get made in batches. And once they have them, they have to create the event. Costumed characters, they were dropped because they compressed for COVID. And when they come back, they'd love to go back after them. And there are 2 that are partially done.
Mm-hmm. Oh, excellent.
So maybe we will get
some new
gingerbread guy or Piggy.
New characters. New free marquees. That's what I like to see. New free 1-star characters.
They were asked about the GUI with the icons covering everything. They talked about possibly putting a health bar at the top.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That would be very nice.
Yeah, that would be useful.
They asked about a level cap. It's supposed to increase at some point along with the gear level, which gear level is maxed at 6.
Maxed at 6, yeah. 6 and 50 at the moment, isn't it?
6 and 50.
Yeah, 6 level 50, yeah.
We just want the community to have time to get there. So it becomes so this comes as new motivation for players.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 1 gear level for every 10 character level, I think, would be more than adequate, don't you? So go from gear 6 to gear 7 at 60, and then go from 60 to 70, and that would be gear 8, and then go to gear 9 when you go from 70 to 8, and so on and so forth. Just go up 1 gear level every 10.
And then once they go from 80, they could go to 85 and add relics.
Yeah, well, not relics. No. They just go up, and they just need to go up another gear level.
I know. I'm just
Don't put relics. Don't if you don't ever do relics. If you ever do relics in this game, you'll kill this game because you don't have an IP that that can stand the test of time, and stand the test of krakens. People may wail on your game, but
sorry, it's late here.
they won't kraken.
Somebody asked about playable skeletons. Their one-word answer: yes.
Yeah.
We're almost done here.
When are they going to bring in the song "Everyone Is Awesome"?
Well, when they get the Warner Brothers IP.
Everything is.
Battle Royale. They said please.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to find one here. They do want to have more devs on Discord. There was one really big one about the Brickspedition here. I want to get to it.
Yeah, sure.
And I want to give you their words, Neil.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It doesn't end in subject to change.
By the way, how many minifigures by the end of the year? They said they're looking at they're looking at 10 or more for this entire year. They wish they could be more specific. Where is it at? It's close.
That means they've got more than they've got in their project plan. They'll have more than 10 figures.
Somebody talked about gold. Brickspeditions will reward gold coin after each battle.
Oh, nice.
And that amount will scale
up
with your level.
Mm-hmm. Just like a credit heist on Swagger, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody asked about Guild Wars. Some sort of guild versus guild is planned for 2021.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, the Disney people did one, and their first one failed. So, and then they tried to start their second one, but that one failed. So they ended up having to give rewards. So you learn from Disney's mistake. I think that Disney's problem is they're trying to give the customer too much of what the customer wants too fast. And they're trying. They're really, really trying hard to please. So take your time, a bit like with your raid. Take your time with the guild raid, because if it doesn't work straight away, we're going to expect some rewards, some free stuff for building up our expectations and then letting us down with a failed event. So yeah.
Here we go.
Okay, go ahead, mate.
Here we go.
This is the big one.
Brickspedition scaling.
Okay.
I had to ask. This was Little Wooden Boy. I had to ask a designer. It's a mixture of how awesome you are in PvP. I'm paraphrasing a little bit here.
Mm-hmm.
Mixed with pre-made scaling teams. It should be noted that we are going for something a bit bigger than Galactic War. They referenced Swaga in this.
Ah.
I promise we'll be looking at the balancing after we run each to see how it feels.
Okay.
So something for you to play bigger than Galactic War. Might that be the hook for Neil?
No, not at the moment, because the game's too early. We're still, like I said before, we're still in that early phases. Having an event that I need lots of characters for the high level and high gear, it's going to take me forever to get there. You know, they need to hook me now. That the only thing that's going to hook me now is faster progression and higher drop rates, and they're not going to do that. So I'm going to be super duper crawling into this game. So any of this awesome stuff that they're bringing in that requires, you know, lots of characters at different gear levels and different levels in your roster, I'm not going to get there because they won't do what's necessary. They won't do what's needed now for me to increase the size of my roster on a daily basis. You know, I've got more characters in my DSA than I have my Lego, And I've been playing DSA 9 days. I've been playing this for just shy of 2 months. And I've got more characters in 8 days of playing the Disney game than I have playing the Lego game. So, you know,
we need to get you more characters.
In order for that event that you just mentioned sounds really, really good. And I'd be excited if I thought I had enough characters to be able to enjoy it. I don't think I've got enough characters to enjoy it. Therefore, I'm not going to enjoy that event until I have said characters. And that's not going to happen. You see what I mean? So six of one and half a dozen of the other. It's probably a game that I'm going to enjoy much, much later. But I'm not going to get excited over something that, until they fix the drop rates and they make farming faster. Until they do that, nothing else matters.
Fair enough, Neil.
From a position from where I am in my current position in the game, so I'm level 31, and that's it. You know, you're like close to 40 now, aren't you?
I broke 40. I'm going to hit 41 tomorrow.
Yeah. See, I'm nowhere near that. You know, I won't be. It's you know, like I said, it takes a lot longer to progress in this. I'm not sure what the XP comparison is, but like I said, Disney playing 9 days, and I'm at level 29, playing that for 9 days.
I'm 2 levels. I'm 2 levels behind you in that.
Yeah.
I'm 10 ahead of you in Lego.
Yeah. But we've been playing Lego for nearly 2 months.
Yeah, as we did mention at the
beginning. As we did mention. So that's proof in the proof in the pudding is of how slow it is compared to its nearest competitor. And for all we know, Disney could have Disney could have made those changes before the hard launch so that they could catch up to Lego from a progression point of view. But right now, that's what they're doing. They're catching. They are hot on the heels of Lego. Lego know what they need to do to be competitive. Let's see if they do it. Because it'd be awesome if they did.
and that's the gospel according to Neil. Well, guys, we really appreciate you guys tuning in, watching this. You know, the things we mention are, as Neil said, they're criticism, they're not bashing. I love this game. Neil, you enjoy this game.
I played this game.
But you wouldn't you're not loathing.
I'm ambivalent. I'm neutral. I'm Switzerland.
You're Switzerland.
I'm Switzerland.
And I'm all in the
You're part of the Allies, and I'm Switzerland. We don't have somebody that's just like all negative all the time. You know, that's on the that would be on the enemy sides. So yeah. So you have someone who's neutral, and you have someone who's over the top positive for it. I'm going to be neutral. I'm not going to be nasty. Like I said, I'm not going to be nasty about the game, but I will be brutally honest. And you know, that's what Gameloft need. The Gameloft need people that will be brutally honest, but in as an objective a manner as possible, and not, you know, just some nasty, crappy, subjective way that achieves nothing and gets us nowhere. You know, I'll be neutral in my language, and I will be diplomatic with the subject material, but it's not going to stop me being critical. I won't be negative, but I'm definitely going to be critical.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And they need that. They need honest critics.
And so, guys, if you're now seeing this and all of a sudden we jumped or whatnot, Neil decided to cut out a bunch of crap that he didn't think we needed. Maybe you'll see it in a future update, or maybe you're going to see entirely all of this and it'll just be an extra long episode. We don't know.
Who knows?
Until Neil makes his decision tomorrow.
What does not go on the editing cutting floor?
With that being said, we are going to wrap it up here. We are going at 2 hours and 25 minutes of recording time. You guys, a lot of this stuff, we thank Gameloft for the Q&A. We thank them for the patch notes. We thank them for being communicative. And that's what this game needs, aside from a possible, try to I don't like the word undercut, but maybe that's what needs to be done.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of competition would benefit the market greatly. That being said, we're going to sign off for this edition of the Lego Legacy Heroes Unboxed Escape Pod cast and wish you all a great night as we push to 1,000 and we tell you, be nice to each other, damn it. Have a good day. Push the button, Neil.
You got it, mate.